Spotify Finder.
I'm a sleepy.
Yeah. What's...
I have committed Party Finder atrocities.
What's... Wait.
Oh.
What's... Average... No.
Is this good or bad?
I don't know.
Oh, oh my god, Kez. Someone just bought 198 pots of honey off me. Oh, never mind. I just made 300k.
And that's how you're broke again. Nice.
Someone bought all the honey I put up on market.
Oh, we're going in with 3 healers? Let's go.
No, I'm just Pandæmonium.
God, the Pandæmonium cruise here, I guess. Man.
We could go with warriors.
Oh, what
Yeah,
the
sure,
fuck? I
I
lost 19 materia again.
Holy shit, guys, stop it.
It's like a gambling addiction.
Yeah, here.
Are you a player of Genshin Impact?
Oh no.
No.
I heard like 8 warriors, guys.
I will not touch this shit.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna restart my audio software.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, I need to buy my new... What's it called? My new...
Oh, there's new
It's
raid food, right?
Yeah.
Pots.
Pumpkin ratatouille is no longer best raid food. It's... What is it? Carrot pudding or something.
Nah, but you should probably wait like 2 to
There's
3 weeks
pizza
before.
again.
It's pizza?
Yeah,
Ooh,
there's
yeah.
pizza, I think. For tanks, I think.
Man.
What's min... Oh, I guess you need 610, don't you? But...
No,
I think they say
level 600, no?
Is it min eye level 600, but I think week 1 they suggest you have all crafted and... I think it's a ring and a bracelet. If you max out your tomes, you can get a ring and a bracelet first week.
Welcome back.
How do you mix it out until Tuesday? After servers up, you have to grind, I don't know, expert it and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
basically expert every single day.
And but 2 mil for each armor piece. I think it's a bit much.
Yeah, just wait either till weekend, because there are a lot of people will gather and craft it.
Oh, hunt trains are
Yeah,
pretty
true.
good again.
Oh yeah, for materia.
Oh?
Wait, they're grade 7 now? Oh no. Wait, what?
Yeah,
going to be
tell me when you want to start. I'm ready.
Alright, yeah, I think someone is missing, right? Yeah, we can just like...
No, I think they're
Big brain solution.
Just
one class.
melding.
Just smelling.
Then
Oh,
the amount
I
of
hear-
materia I already lost is insane.
I hear shedding materials around me. It's raiding time, I guess.
Alright.
If you do want to play healers, I can just leave. You can get a random person if you want. Yes.
Sorry?
I said we have 3 healers, but if the 2
No.
don't want to play healers, I can just leave. And
I can go samurai.
Who needs
I-
healers anyway, guys? Hello?
Mm.
8 warriors and easy. You have healers, tanks,
To be
DPS.
honest, since it's normal, I think we would even clear with 3 healers.
I have no problem with it.
I mean, we can actually queue with 3 healers if you want, for a teammate party.
So please.
If you want to do it, we can.
No, I go samurai. It's okay.
For the memes? Come on.
Okay.
I mean, we can go for like 4 healers if you want.
How do you get the new gear, by the way, the stuff that glows? Is it drops or is it also
You
Taupe.
get armor pieces and you trade them.
Yeah.
it's
Oh, do you guys know what's this for you guys? Because we could already funnel the tokens to whoever needs it.
Oh fuck,
wait,
I'm Prio now. Fuck, I'm Prio. Oh no! Wait, give me a second.
are they what's it called? They're not tradable, are they?
No, but
But
people
you
just
could
have
pass,
them.
you know, if you
Yeah,
don't need
the
it.
DPS just say what they need and then
I think all of my
tank
places-
healer adjust.
mean, it's easy for me, I just have to look like if it's crit or direct hit.
I would just need the feed.
Crit direct.
But
Don't.
I think if you go black, oh yeah, what are you?
Black mage.
Oh.
I mean, you can go spell speed, but spell speed has some other stuff, so I would just go like if. For example, if you have like a really hard raid, I would love to like switch up to red mage. So going for crit direct is better.
All I'll say is God
Yeah.
in this tier as a black mage.
Oh yeah.
You
I've
going?
done bad things.
Let's go.
I
Black
mean,
match power.
I would need the body piece from this raid, from normal raids, but
Well,
I guess some DPS will need it as well, so I'm gonna pass.
sorry to say about crit directed.
We
Yeah.
could queue in.
Yeah, we can.
Sorry, I just need to look what I need. Deep Finder. I mean, worst case.
Oh, we probably should
Yeah?
farm the weapon, the extreme weapon.
Yeah, the
since I
extreme weapon.
think everyone uses it.
It'll be what's it called? It'll be damage increase for everyone. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah,
class
true.
you
Because of the
It
good
will-
substance.
play. Be better until.
They're in a level 6/15 weapon, I'm pretty sure, which means they're 5 eye level over crafted weapons.
Alright, I haven't seen anything of these 4 new raid bosses, so it's gonna be fun. Teleport. Bye. Ooh, music.
I'll follow you guys as to not ruin mechanics. So if I die, it's because I was following you people. To pretend like I don't know what's happening.
Just follow me, I'm gonna run into the areas of the tank.
Oh, it's the.
That's some weird BDSM shit.
But yeah, after doing this fight, Jack, I think the leak of P5S is bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn, this stage is a square.
Ja, Funkel?
Yes. Carbuncle, yeah, just playing in German, right?
That's the second stage evolution.
Second?
This is for level 100. Level 100 summoner gets the new Carbuncle. Proto Carbuncle, let's go. Right, how does it get work again? Oh yeah.
If only Atara had this last tier, P4S would have been so much easier.
Mm.
Oh, it's so small. Wait, why is it so small?
That is a pretty small
It's such a
area.
small
It's
arena.
getting probably bigger, who knows?
Oh yeah, actually you're right, damn.
It feels like tiny.
It actually is, yeah. Just realized.
Oh, they are going to be Protean pattern, I guess.
Yep.
Looking at the markings at the bottom.
Looking at the ground, yeah.
What's this shit?
Looks like laser.
What the hell is this? Oh no! What on earth?
This is like Evo S, right?
Yeah, even
Oh no, let's... I'm not the Lights, let's go.
Ruby Glow.
Hey, we.
Oh yeah.
Oh! Oh, he's
Okay, it's
split it in half?
Do we go behind him again?
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
maybe
like,
it will get reflected.
Oh, it
It's a
reflects!
reflection, oh my god.
That's so dumb.
Okay.
This is cool, actually, I like it.
Yeah, it's gonna say.
Oh, you
It's
can
mirror
maximally
time.
go.
Oh, Topaz. Here we go. Is it...
Huh?
Do we need to
Space
stand
giving
in
you-
them?
I have no idea.
I don't think that's
No, we
special,
don't.
no?
Alright, maybe just like for the extreme version of it.
Oh man.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
I
it's
see.
in. Oh. Oh, that's sick. Wait, what?
This is cool, yeah.
Can I stand here? Yes.
Some 5-head grab.
Wait, I have to think in my rating time? Damn.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now I know why this arena is so small.
How is
Now
the
you're thinking
Savage of this gonna work though?
Now you're thinking with mirrors. Thank you very much. Oh, ranked actually. Lex, my guy. I think he is pissed.
I'll answer that, Jack, by saying you'll see.
Acidic Slaver.
No, my
Well
legends!
down for the count. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And the stage will change.
Transition. Sheesh.
It's breaking down because of the acid. The
I'll go
acid.
see if my foot's ready. One second.
Oh.
I think it tastes good, I guess.
He's Morvin, I guess.
I mean, he
Yo,
already
this
is,
is
right?
some WWE shit.
Slam dunk.
Hell? Oh, the arena does change.
Oh my god,
not
guys, it's
really
another
bigger.
square.
Oh, oh, poison.
Knockbacks mechanics are incoming.
Is he
And
gonna
League-
get toxic? He's a league player.
True.
Just AoE. Yeah. Yeah, nothing changed in the row.
Huh?
It's weird. Maybe just for like the savage version of it.
I'm poisoned.
No, that's probably a tank swap in the.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also
It's fine.
No, I mean in Savage.
It's fine. When this
fine. He was suggesting, yes.
Oh, what?
Oh my god. Yeah, have fun with that, I guess. Guys, I have a problem, sorry.
Hi, there was a cat in front of my microwave.
You're dead now. GG. Go next.
Never once died. You took it at that again.
Oh,
Skeletor, I can't believe you couldn't solo heal this fight you've never saw before.
I think it's the spread. Oh yeah, it's oh no, it's actually a spread.
They're actually spreading out. What the?
Poison already, let's go. What am I doing?
everyone take one, I guess? Oh.
Oh, I see.
See?
It's
Do we need to
order, right?
remember it?
Oh, yeah, it's an order, right?
Yeah, so no.
I just
Yeah.
remember the first one, I guess, yeah.
Let's go to the middle.
Shit!
I ran around.
Oh,
It's not that bad.
I get him, I get him.
Wait, no, I mean, no, no, don't stop. What? Ow.
It's okay, I'm gonna face him this way.
I think I'm dead.
Oh, I have no mana, that's why.
Wait,
Wait, what? What?
What? Let's
just
kill.
happened?
Wir wurden gefressen.
Yeah, I know. Ah, don't worry, you just have to survive until...
Hope has cluster.
We have a weight match. So,
Yeah, about that. You know the problem with the red mages? You can't heal you if
Oh,
you
that
doesn't have
one goes
mana.
off first. Why is it hitting me?
Well, didn't have the tank
Because you
right now.
got
Maybe we can get that limit break free? Huh? Huh?
He does damage.
Oh. Come on, show me those scholar passes.
what pretty is it? I don't like Savage Schnauzer. No.
survive.
Either LB3?
Oh, we can have be free, yeah.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Oh no! Wait, I'm in the poison. No! 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 No!
Yeah,
No!
the poison. You have trust in them. You'll find your
Please
time.
help me! Help me! I'm dead!
Oh,
I'm
it's
dead!
in. Oh no, but
It's 13k! It's 13. I'm dead.
cast it.
Wait, I can't die! I'm immortal!
You have transcendence, that's what I'm saying!
I can't cast any faster.
No, you can't die because the poison can't kill you.
Why did I die? Oh my.
Yeah, I can get him.
Oh.
Can you?
Raid white, raid white.
Screw it.
Cruel.
How am I still alive?
Okay.
I think you wait and then you swap after the...
Oh, come on! I don't understand.
I'm dead.
I'm not sure I'm gonna stack this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand on that.
425,000 damage, let's go! Sonic cow! Do you have fallen at a ground?
This is a buster.
Yeah, it's a normal buster.
But it's with poison.
This
So-
is raid white.
I survive.
This is some weird shit.
And it's just this thing again.
Give me mana.
What does MP
Probably
stand
you
for?
can wait.
It's like timing. Yep.
Oh, now I understand. Okay, it's like
One after another. Searing Ray, then behind. Bye, Seth.
no, I got involved.
Just heal yourself, head tank. That helps.
Thank you. I'm playing the true black match game. Ah, shit. No, don't follow, don't follow.
Come back.
Don't follow.
What a
Or maybe
comeback,
you
though.
can have 100% uptime then.
Yeah.
Before you-
Interesting.
That we even clear it. It's a wonder.
Not even close, you could say.
Stand and take your soil, Mr. Policeman.
I agree, Sarah.
So you all know. Yeah.
Ooh,
But it's
spread
good. It's
mechanic.
good that we took so long because now we saw every mechanic.
It may have been live logging, but
Let's go,
Oh, this wasn't intentional? I thought you did it on the intentional.
Let's go. Not even close, guys. This is so much version, right?
oh, there's no parses. Why is there no parses?
Beta version doesn't allow passes, maybe?
Oh.
I like how the Warrior of Light doesn't even feel good about beating the bosses.
So I need the chest.
I
I
just
mean,
need
who
a
needs the chest piece from the DPS? Because we should give it to one DPS. Because there will be 4 and you need 4, I guess.
Later fights drop 2 chest pieces.
Oh, okay.
How much do you
But-
need to get a full chest
Four.
piece?
But you can only get loot from. You can only get 1 piece of loot per fight though.
Can I roll need on one of the helms?
I'm just gonna pass on everything.
Oh,
Was it-
possibly.
What-
wait.
what's it-
Greed on something, and you can pass on. Or just
No,
greed on
it's okay.
everything, since we don't want to waste any token, you know?
I would greet on a necklace or the helmet.
If you've already
Oh.
passed everything, just be the last to leave and you'll go out. Oh no, because you've. Oh man.
I just need
I mean,
to
I'm
feed.
gonna pass on everything else besides the chest piece.
I don't need. I needed one of the helmets.
Did you have one? Did you get one of the helmets?
Yeah, I got one.
I mean, we can do it like.
But is it bis for someone?
I think not.
I mean,
At
the
least-
spear is kinda useless after 1 week, but
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we're
Then-
gonna like get the chest piece on like the first week. So
So, this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Erithonius and I were conveyed not far from here, since our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are forced to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long, but I believe we can forego introductions unless I have misread you. I'm all too familiar, Paragon. A charming affiliation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I'm Labrea, of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I vow at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether and in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here and Eric's wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. God damn it, who's Athena? Mother! You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Eric. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Eric, wait! There's a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat are we? Say my name. Simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as you are. As are you. Dimmed. Can't read. It's all damn COVID, I can blame it. I have my answer. The Labre that I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with its face. Amos, what are you saying? Labre and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real Labre would never call me by the name Themis. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Imposter, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. What? Who? It was a mask that sickened me to wear. The Mask of Labre, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Such trite provocations I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my works is done. Eric, listen well. I'm Hephaestus. God damn it, who is he? And it is I whom you should call father. Eric, I'm your father. What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Ladybus. Let us return to safety, so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the Labre I know. Before depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As Labre said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, this hardly excuses my deception. Whatever your name is, you're still famous to me. Let's be wholesome. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time, but first let me assure you, my choices were not born from animosity. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as Labre suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please help him. Save him. Distant voice. Is this his mother? Any chance? I still don't understand. Same here, buddy. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep out company such a vexing composition of ether you possess. As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus, after my dear friend Azem and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save the story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azem nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world a guiding star so similar to herself was out there amused Azem to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Venat, who held the position of Azem previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. God damn it, what was it? If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you. You would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. I admit my own grasp on what just occurred is somewhat tenuous. Doubtless La Habrea can elucidate matters for us. A key was the goal. Eric is resolute, avoiding his father's eye. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea, and why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you have only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azem and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation for a time that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keyword stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning. I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you will know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. It is not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy and desire, all the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the tremblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star, onto our star. As chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? It is a choice befitting Labrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. And yet, as you can see by Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that, as him and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I choose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with the further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No? You are spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we have endured, the foes that Decima has stood against. Yeah, those damn savage raids. Decima, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Decima. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision, unclouded by attachment. It is too soon to give up and save the others. God damn it. People are talking. Agreed, we still know next to nothing about Hephaestus, and I highly doubt Labrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we have managed to regain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there is merit in continuing on his path. I have it. Speak it in your official capacity as Elidibus, the emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even Labrea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. God damn it, I'll skip it. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do, even so you have walked with us all this time, seen what we have seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you will find the best way forward. Very well, then in my capacity as emissary I shall state my judgment. At present there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, entering any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Decima's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objection to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that, we won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. Yeah, Eric has grown. We have raised him. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Decima, come find me when you're finished. Eric is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads, pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. That was a long introduction to a quest. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray call me Themis. For the time being, I shall put us all in the correct mindset, and in fact I may be coming to prefer that name. You have done all you can with words, only your actions can convince me now. Great. Wait, do we have to get out? Eric, where are you? You do have my gratitude. Ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment, without your words to sway him, Valbray would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet untold, secrets that would be buried in if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While Abrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told by my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more. In fact, even if it was not La Brea that dealt the fatal blow, was seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at least what befell her. What do you think, Decimon? Does La Brea, you know, have any regard for the lives of others, or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? He always was a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my allies as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I like this one. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Brea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made unknown. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Decima. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he is concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Brea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. Let's go already. People are waiting. Although I'm loath to admit it, we would know more about those deaths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Decima, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. Let's do something already. Eric appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azem. Your unusual ether does not mark you as familiar. It is unlike anything I have seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. The thing that I would encounter in existence I could not create by my own hand. Azem never ceased to surprise. The previous Azem was much the same. In taking the entirety of that star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azem's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Emmett Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoke your etherite authority as emissary to justify his little excursion. This little, goddammit. It matters little, however, only your deeds can speak of you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transformed to the deeper circles. Yet, if Phaestus would never allow you safe passage, he has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magics and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense the qualities within her, still there's something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a Hemitheos, doubtless against her will. Decima, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Let's go.
Ah, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Was a long cutscene, I guess.
Yeah, kinda.
Everything alright there?
Still alive, I guess.
I mean, true.
Just damn
Also
COVID.
works. Ah, oh, shit, damn. Well. Then I hope the recovery will be fast.
Did I not put ready? I'm ready. I'm good to go.
I'm not.
Shut up.
When everyone's on the right, yeah, they are. Okay, no. I mean, I can just. Let's see how you react to this. Do a little bit of trolling.
Oopsie. I forgot I don't have my plugins. I mean my
Third party tools.
No.
Mute modes.
You're talking about the calculator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a beta if you want to enable plugins, but only some plugins work, not all of them.
Oh boy. And next.
Even more slime, I guess. Boy.
Slime? Yeah.
I love slime, I love slime, I love slime.
Oh my god, it's another square.
Oh no, not another square.
Seems bigger though.
Yeah.
What do you expect to see? Like ellipse or?
Yeah, let's go.
Circle. I want to see a circle.
A rectangle.
Oh, a triangle. Oh boy.
But,
well,
a circle means that you can push down, you know?
We kinda had a triangle already today.
Whoever asked for a triangle are going to be very happy.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, don't tell me there's a triangle.
Whoever asked for a triangle.
Okay.
Yeah, I also kinda know the seventh circle already.
Oh, this arena's huge. What the hell?
Just because the
Looks regular.
first one was small.
True.
I can tell this one's mechanics are gonna be fun.
I see.
How's she flying there?
Some floor mechanics are coming in.
Wow.
Sorry, oops.
I even saw the early fall happen.
I'm sorry, I forgot my cast stance.
Well, there's a black man here, so I'd better start them over that.
Just do my job, you know?
What?
Wait, what is. No! My ley lines! No!
You should have placed it between 4 squares, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
Damn, this is really hard to see.
We know, but it's just easier like to blame everything else. That's that's how it works, right? Oh wait. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh come on.
Wait, how do you tell why she's cat?
She has
the
spheres.
red things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read it, yeah.
Yo,
Bye.
I'm tanking.
Oh.
What
I'd
the?
say you're memeing.
That she hits so hard.
I don't get this.
Transmission.
Shakers? This is
my
Earth
God.
Shakers. This has to be Earth Shakers.
No, this is basic poison, I guess.
I
Right?
have a debuff. Host to a glow breath red, which will take
I'm gonna
control.
take mine to this square, because
Oh,
this
this
square
is a
hasn't
time
been
bomb.
poisoned yet. A colossal parasite attaches
It's Earthshakers.
Oh.
Oh, it's Earthshakers in the way you're facing, I guess. So face.
And
that
someone
way.
faced it at me.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
me, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
I don't like this at all.
I
That
thought
one-
I thought it was time bombs.
I
They just
can't
won't be
cast.
telegraphed in the Savage, I don't think. Or it'll be faster.
Okay. Double tank buster.
Maybe on a variation of it.
That time, but still giving the lead. Wow.
Oh crap.
Oh, fuck you.
It's time for my black match mechanics.
Okay.
Oh
Here we
come
go.
on! You're doing this before.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh, it doesn't even hit you. It bleeds you. That's. Oh, I hate this.
Thanks, I hate it. What?
This is like
My
a black mage mechanic.
positioner.
Yes, you can cast.
This is an AoE, right?
Yeah,
Yup.
that's an AoE. So you should also always
Long
have
and short
disinfectant.
timers, I guess.
No!
That's maybe hitting you, Jack. I'm sorry. No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna aim it right here.
Ooh.
The treachery.
Okay.
This is PvP now.
I guess in Savage, I guess in Savage it's gonna be.
In Savage
It's
will
gonna
PvP,
be so
yeah.
chaotic, not gonna lie.
Maybe it's gonna be
way
more
faster.
directions at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like maybe
Or-
like everything else is covered.
Cones and donuts, different.
These radioids will hit so hard as well.
Yeah.
Have fun, healers. I can finally say it. No, it's inverted, I guess. Oh, I see. Oh, so wait, it's here. Yeah, okay, that's easy actually. It's basically just inverted.
Switch.
Oh,
Yeah. You see?
what is the telegraph for inverted stuff?
Like the two lines, the two arrows going back and forth. There.
Oh,
See it?
so these ones will.
Oh
it
yeah, I
goes-
see it
It
now.
goes up here.
Yeah, I see it now.
What?
Okay, I'm stupid.
Oh, it's dark. It's damage. Edo! I've done everything I can. Now back to casting.
Oh, these hit like a truck.
I wanna let you know I used spread eye.
Oh, God damn it! Dante would be proud of you.
What does this mean?
moly. This one is.
Yeah.
This one should be.
I have
Yeah.
time.
You don't have to cry about
What?
uptime. What shall I say?
How I didn't
Damn
get
it,
hit.
Ataru, we just did it, man.
Oh, come on.
We just did the mechanic.
Maybe already got the rockets in like the second. I'm impressed actually.
Please use sacred soil. Oh god. Okay, this is fine.
I had to reroll that Tara.
Oh, not again.
Okay, so just point out, I don't think we can really move here.
I just spawned it outside. We can do it.
20 seconds.
It's not inverted. You can just stay there, I guess. Please don't point it inwards, please don't. Thank you.
Damn.
Hey man, if no one else does it, I do. Let's go!
It's like the
What
mechanic
the
from
hell?
E10
Okay.
after the
I call for the video! Whee! Yay!
Pitiful damage.
I don't care. That's awesome. Leave my copium, please.
Was this safe?
Yeah, here, where I'm standing.
Oh.
You can trust me on Black Mage.
Oh.
See? Always trust the Black Mage.
You know, Kepto's a black mage and he's brought about the end of the world. Should we really trust black mages?
Nah. No.
Hey, was it easier than the first? More or less, or?
I mean, we just didn't fuck up that often there.
I mean, I
guess.
would say it was easier.
Get more time, I guess. And we also didn't run into it.
Also,
Like
no
the
phase
mechanic-
change. It was just the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
But it was upgraded.
True. We got some errors.
I think the whole point of that was that people were gonna mess up with the facing stuff.
I think it just hits harder. That's the only thing that's like more difficult.
Yeah.
It's basically P1S all over again. Let's go.
Oh, it's more gear. I'm gonna need on the helmet, and I'm gonna pass on the rest.
So shall I still go neat on the armor, I guess?
If you got one already, yeah, sure.
Alright, then I'm gonna do neat, even though I only wrote a 4.
I don't know what my bis is, so I'm just gonna pass on everything, and if my bis is one of these, I'll just do it again.
Next week
You,
you...
Oh,
can
true,
do it
that's
next
clever.
week. So. Oh,
I can do it this week. If I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
take
you can
anything,
do it.
I can just do
Yeah,
it again this
yeah.
week.
true. Then I'm also gonna pass on everything.
I mean, let me
Maybe
know,
I can-
maybe on
Maybe I
weekends.
can snatch a chest piece from some.
We have won. The keyword is sealed away. And alive this time. Lifebreaker and deny snow. Servant of Violence. Eric seems eager to dispel Bray's doubts. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that Hegemon has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I am not so pretty as to deny the achievements of those I have squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being ether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Prometheus, has made this ordeal far more interesting. What are those words? I can't understand. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among us whose very presence puts the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandemonium. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct this duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can appraise his companions. That's something that Decima and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree if my investigation has made anything clear. It is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before that path lies close to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see he faced us in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I am aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain, yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a circle, and this is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. Wait, if our knowledge is imperfect, what if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eric, I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother. Please, such barbs get us nowhere we shouldn't. You would call me fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition, for the sake of the star, no doubt? Ah, I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. I know who to follow. Hephaestus' father. Mother, oh I love I love you so, and this voice will guide me to you. No, listen not. Listen not, Eric. Apologies, you taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder, or whatever it is. Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric, it made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below his surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keyword has little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperus. Doubtless Hephaestus' magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eric, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Eric past the point of no return. I bear the burden for its failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandæmonium's lowest level, the enemies within reach. Just as with Hesperus, Eric is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear, Labre. Pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandæmonium is called Tartarus, and your passage shall be challenged not only by keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving the past thresholds. That I expect is where Decima shall shine. Her dissolute ether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. We will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Eric. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there's the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eric's feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is an anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel it still greater. Something, whatever I skip. Did you mean to protect Eric with your silence? How dare you? No, you're right, and the blame of Eric's fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. Let's go. The remaining keyword is Agdistis. She has served in Pandæmonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial, and we shall approach as close as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight, and phantom allies to aid you. As for the interment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here I can sense Agdistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemon. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. What can but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be to her?
From Titania, they also got patched
They glow.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they glow.
Ey,
They
das
look pretty sick, some of them.
Zustand
No,
über 100%.
I don't want to do Titania again. Not again. Fuck this.
Well, you don't have to just buy the mats, I guess.
Oh boy.
That's like the first extreme stuff I did.
Titania.
And like, yeah, and people like in the last phase they all stood in the blue circle.
I mean, if someone wants to farm this at one day, I would be down.
Nice. I mean, yeah, like I said, maybe on a weekend. But tomorrow I'm probably not have any time at all. Maybe.
Yeah, just queue in.
It looks like you're too slow.
Ah, everyone is here. Let's go. Everyone is here. The seventh circle of hell. Sorry, I mean Abyssos.
Why is it circles if none of the arenas so far have been circles?
Runs of hell.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Dante Alighieri, I guess.
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
I heard the song of this next boss is pretty good.
Hmm.
The previous ones were pretty decent.
Hmm.
Just wait till you have to hear it again and again, and we talk.
True.
What is a man?
Oh,
A miserable
circle.
pile of secrets.
Are you sure this is Gunbreaker?
Yep.
No.
Wait. Hello there.
Okay.
What the hell? It's terrifying.
God.
Someone was talking about Titania.
It's new Titania.
One of the ads, huh?
Titania glued to one of her ads.
When the
First
fusion
it
goes
was-
wrong.
First it was Leviathan, and then it was Phoenix. Now we have whatever this is.
A mighty tree.
Man, I love that they're doing
Oh
so
my
much
God.
focus stuff.
This
Let's
is
go.
This looks like a
Gaia,
black mage.
something.
Oh my god. Melee. I don't think there's any positionals for this one. Sheesh.
I don't think you can actually be out of range.
You can
Wait,
try
if
though.
if I press tap, I physically. What the hell? It's huge! Why is the hitbox for this so massive?
I mean, it's a big tree. Oh, especially look at the sides there. The oh my god, is this a Berserk reference?
Oh, the golden eye or something?
Yeah, and you see the mouth. Come on, that's a Berserk reference there.
Looks like some
Definitely
generic Dragon
clock
Quest enemy.
positions.
I take
We do P1S, right?
Okay, we go.
The spread precisions.
So can I not pull the boss by getting close? Is that? Because the whole thing is just the boss's hit.
Oh, I've already been spoiled one mechanic from this because of Lauren Kaz.
god.
Oh, hello there, guys!
Oh,
Are you fine? Oh no,
What
no,
is
no, no,
this?
no, no, no.
It's got to be the other side next, right? Oh no, just one side. Oh,
It's gonna be railroad? No, it's gonna
Come
be...
on.
I mean, this you can YOLO.
Oh come on! What
Can
is
you?
this bullshit? I don't want to move. The music is sick though.
back.
The music.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's
come on.
Wow, I'm down for the count. Then
Yeah,
this is all the way back. South, south.
No, that's
Oh shit, going for 8.
come on!
Yes, indeed. I'm
I
going
don't
to
want
order.
to.
Healer, I give you a bit of work to do.
Is it soaks then?
So who asked for a triangle arena?
no.
What?
I have healer. Oh, thank you, I have healer.
Wait, what? This is so cool.
Interesting.
That's fronts.
Someone go through the
Is it?
middle
No,
and check.
is it back, right?
Oh, come on!
These are fronts. Wait, if you're on that right one, you're just dead. Like, you actually just don't live that. That is not even...
This is a tank blaster.
But we're
Where's
gonna destroy
Lapix?
it.
Would be cool if they destroyed it, but I don't think so.
Don't worry, guys. I
Can I
got
put
it.
sacred soil in the middle? Where did my sacred soil go?
It's
It
gone.
lived in the void.
It's there.
I
Why is
actually-
it there?
I actually tried to put it in the middle and I have no idea where it went.
Right bottom. I can see that.
She's doing something. Oh, I know
what?
this mechanic. I know this mechanic.
Oh no, it's basically ads, right?
Oh,
They
wait.
dash or something? No.
Oh,
Oh,
No,
what?
it's like Zodiac. If you remember Zodiac.
Oh, extra flares?
by the way, there's some. Well, no, no. Wait, it's moving!
Yeah, extra flares.
They're wide.
I just misplaced my tanks.
Look, yeah, I'm fine here, right? Oh wait, it's moving. Oh fuck, it's moving.
Another X.
This time probably it's outside, right?
Probably.
Yeah, it's outside.
yeah,
it's in, yeah.
That's...
Fuck
Extra lines!
Oh come on!
Interesting. Jump. Someone jump. Test it. Whee!
Did it work? Oh.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Oh, do the center thing. Do the center thing, Kaz.
No.
There's a strat where you can stand...
What
Pixel
the?
perfect or what?
Yeah, pixel perfect, and you can stand in the very center.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, it's front. It's front.
Yeah, well.
Oh right, yeah, honestly. Let's
Oh.
go! Come on, Decima! Do it for a team!
I guess we've seen everything already. I can just jump.
Yeah.
No, you have to do it solo. Come on, show us the gun bracket power.
It'll take some time.
He's getting ever closer to the edge.
Thank you,
It's not a
To the
warrior.
edge!
No, we didn't see this.
Oh, nothing new? Something new?
Wait, behind me.
it's the
No,
same.
we've
Yeah,
seen
okay.
probably.
It's just red
It's
to both
AoEs
sides.
again, right? It's just AoEs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamos.
There will probably be like another minion that's gonna be summoned in the Savage version. Come on, I want to see that 59%.
Who's that who just fell into the void? Steph.
Okay, you can jump if you want.
Okay, how do you know if he hits the front or the back?
Okay.
If he uses the
If he, like, if his arms are, like, over the arena, he's gonna hit the
Okay.
back. Like, here, he hits the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to be
go in
I
the
think,
front
on the
there.
This is
bridge.
the back one. Oh, it's
this
point
is
blank now.
The frontal bridge.
You have to be in the middle there. Yeah.
Bridge, yeah.
Oh, this was
no.
the new mechanic. So.
Well, salute! Oh, no take buster for me, man.
The part where Venus is in
Alright.
charge of every
Stop the
ground
cut.
how much to fight,
No,
but you must move deftly and Ataru jumps off before the ground spawns.
I was in the middle.
Oh.
Someone jump in the middle for testing.
I'm gonna pull early 2 seconds because I fucked up.
Oh, god damn it!
Just wall it, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna
How
pull
do you
now.
wall
I'm gonna
here?
pull now. That's
How do you
all.
wall though?
Oh,
You just
no,
fucked up
it
my
ran
rotation,
out,
man!
it
I need my
ran
15
out.
seconds, man! What did you do?
Oh my god, the
Pull,
fucking
take-
the magic range are talking.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I need to stay! Shut the fuck up, you
Get
can move!
away, I'm a melee man.
Do you see this bullshit? I have to move!
Oh my!
Dude,
You
what
knew
is
what's gonna
this?
happen.
No! What is this moving? I'm not made for this.
Oh, nice.
Why'd you move away from me there? Do you not trust me enough?
It's no bad.
Yeah, it's behind me, right?
This
It's
is
behind
front,
me.
right?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
behind.
I am. Oh yes, I have the power. Oh yes.
But now it should be back again.
No, here it's fronts.
No, this
He's
is back.
moving.
This is this is front. South, I mean.
Power. Let's go. No, come on.
Sev, what have you done? Oh.
Oh, where did you go?
Oh.
Oh, more than.
Okay, okay.
That's fronts. That's fronts.
Thanks to you, I guess. No, I lost it all. Please move. Thank you very much. No!
What happened? And you...
He walked, but he got hit off as he was moving.
Shit.
What if you would rob through the middle? Do you die?
Yeah, he fell off.
Yeah, you fire.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just like how if Ez was conveniently rescuing me right about now, I would probably die.
It was just a test.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Don't
say that.
Don't you fucking I will go batshit crazy if you do.
I'm too tired for that.
I mean, I'm the most conveniently positioned for that.
Yeah, bridge guys.
I think it's almost bedtime.
Why even so close to the boss? You don't need to be, you know.
I don't know. I think the next mechanic will require me to go here.
With that, I don't have to.
Oh, that's extra. Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't look. Why did I go close? This is so easy to dodge, though.
Yeah, if you can see it, yeah.
Should dodge it.
Cringe. Moving. What is this?
These are birds.
Birds. Yeah.
Lines, you can stand behind the birds.
Oh, I take him all.
Oh, not behind them.
Yeah, like off-angled. Like.
I think that I can't put my fairy in the middle now.
Okay, don't jump in the middle.
Do you even have a fairy?
Why
Yeah.
is the boss attacking
Oh yeah.
me?
So.
Why was the boss hanging me?
I'm gonna do it.
Thank you for patronage.
Why was the boss
No way. This is.
Oh,
gonna work.
okay.
Oh,
You're not supposed to stand in the very middle. You're supposed to. Hold on, I'll get the video.
you can't move. You have to move
You have to move.
and then back in,
From-
I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to find what's the position on it. Yeah, here it is.
How are we gonna do this in the Savage version if we don't even get the Gnome version right?
Where do you stand for that?
I'm gonna.
Okay, 15 seconds. Let's go.
I just want to place my fairy in the middle. Because I have to replace it when I use dissipation.
So you have to stand like slightly north, like here, and then you just walk to the middle, and then it just like solves itself. It's bonkers.
Nice.
Oh yes, I missed this so much, not gonna lie.
My eye was stinging.
I'm pretty sure in Savage Feast the arena will be smaller, no?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, all the puddles will be bigger.
Oh yeah.
That's bad.
Like an Ensinger, maybe.
Maybe with what's it called? Knockback first? Knockback into position or something?
Maybe, yeah.
Easy guys, easy. Can someone please? Thank you very much.
I'm gonna eat the AoE just so you can't teleport to anyone.
No!
Okay.
I mean, you can just like click on the name tags, you know?
Distribution.
No! Ino-chan.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go on the bridge. This is.
I'm banned from using. I'm banned from
shall
using
not
dissipation. Because if I use dissipation, the fairy can't be placed in the middle anymore.
Oh yeah, true. No! Come on, let's go! Pushing to limit, you know? The thing is sadly like 10 seconds cooldown, so I have to wait for the code.
That hurts.
Oh, wait, we get a bleeding? Oh no, we're okay.
Bridge
Put
safe.
shit in the middle. We just want to play sacred.
Watch out for extra flares coming.
Yeah, stay here. Watch the wood burn.
Birds. Oh, come on.
I didn't take a. That's. Sheesh.
Not gonna lie, it was close with me too. For me.
Damn, this guy is also glaring at us.
Not even gonna try.
I did it! That is actually so easy. What?
You have to stay a bit more to the south, I guess?
You
Alright.
stand. You see where this ring is. You see where
Yeah.
the ring of boss is. Just stand very, very slight, like on that, if anything, and you'll be pixel perfect to walk in.
Damn, holy shit, let's
It's
go.
so busted.
The white, by the way.
We lost both healers.
Oh no, we lost both healers.
Black Mage! Here!
About that! I can hear you, no? Wait, I can hear. Anyway.
I hate. Honestly, the disrespect for scholars this fight is so bad. Can't place sacred soil, can't place the fairy, don't want to use dissipation.
Well, if you can't use Sacred Soil, can use it for DPS. Oh.
I'm definitely doing this fight as Sage. Definitely.
I'll be fine, trust me.
And again, it's the third circle. Hmm.
Oh my god, yeah.
Is that intentionally?
Oh wait, this is coming now. Yeah. Oh come on! I was watching this direction.
Huh? I moved too early in again.
No! I don't want to move!
Can jump to me.
Nah, still. Thank you. Nah, I stay at cooldown, that's why. But now I'm gonna go.
Oh no. Okay.
What just
Abandoned
happened?
sacred
Yeah,
soil?
you need to go close there for the uptime.
Yeah, the meteor that goes up the middle really hurts. If you're too close to it.
No, I think if you're alone on the platform, you die, right? Since Ataru
No.
also died.
It's the meteor. If you're too close to it, it'll just kill you.
I was alone, I died to the meteor, not because of anything else.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I kinda wanna try to arm's length this.
Also,
No,
for anyone,
don't!
Yeah,
For anyone-
I tried to do the next.
for anyone that cares, damage just got re-enabled.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, this beta that I have is pretty stable, so they were clearly close to it, instead of having it done already.
And what you could try a sacred soil like on the top from the south circle, I guess.
I'm just dropping on
Yeah.
one of the bridges, like near the edge of one of the bridges.
Yeah. I just simple pattern.
Place it earlier so that we all have the effect, but the actual sacred soil was invisible, like you couldn't see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Exofless.
You have to move again. To the north bridge, yeah. It's north bridge.
I don't.
What a bad combo where we were standing.
Then Exofless. Imagine dying to Exofless.
You didn't see me. I've never died. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Ignore all
Someone
that
please
thing.
move in the right.
Come to me, come to me.
No! No! No!
What the hell?
This
He
was like...
jumped to me and I was too close to the edge, he fall off.
No! It was like...
Oh my god,
so
you could
small.
get people with rescue here!
Oh my god,
Dude,
you
this
just
is what I'm
realized it!
Oh, quiet.
I can't wait to do it, oh my god.
Can you do me a favor and please don't?
Whoever
just
pulled
like...
me there, you're an actual creature. You're a
I
goblin.
did it to try and scare you. But I know you wouldn't have fell because the platform had already spawned. Because it spawns when it goes to white.
I get hit by one, are you kidding? Whatever.
Why did I die? Why didn't you die?
Oh boy!
Noises.
How?
Man, tank
Oh,
privilege, I
flank,
guess.
Tank privilege, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no.
Yes, arm's
Okay.
length is working.
Did you
It's
actually try
nice.
it? God damn it.
Don't have to get hit, no?
Yeah, you can do it like in Zodiac if you want to have uptime.
Hey,
But
it's,
But I
always
guess it
have
doesn't matter.
uptime.
It doesn't.
everyone
matter,
gets
yeah.
an AoE, so spread around. Spread.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is the perfect positioning here, I see.
Leviathan
Let's go.
spreads.
Oh god.
Can I get a healing, please? Thank you. Man.
Youch.
That hurts.
That actually does hurt so much.
But I think that's the fight, right? Yeah.
Yeah, basically that's it.
He combines a few mechanics while we're on this platform, but we saw every individual mechanic.
Yeah, now it's gonna be, I think, this and either go south
It'll
or
be
north.
that and oh, there's two.
And
Oh.
We go south, right? Like where I am, I think.
Oh, I did not see that.
Oh, it was birds. I thought it was.
Whatever it is.
No!
Where's someone? Where's someone?
Can't, I don't have first cast.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
It's the beast. I continued.
I baited.
Okay.
I baited Cass. I think.
yeah,
Should we get a red mage just in case?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch. Don't worry.
we have to be honest.
No. 115. Okay.
Ah, don't switch.
How do you soak the towers and dodge the dynamo, huh?
Maybe it's like time
Timing,
related.
huh?
Probably.
Yeah, you do one first and then.
Probably they're exploding first, and then you have to soak the towers. Yo, it's switch and
What?
bait.
I don't want to
Ah.
imagine this in normal raid roulette. Like, can you imagine?
Oh god.
It gets easier every week, I hope.
You hope.
Hope.
Dude, this tier is gonna be so hard Savage wise.
I
Not even funny.
don't want to try this in Pathfinder, please. Never.
I'd be fine, trust me.
I never trust you.
Then.
I guess not. Well, I've tried, guys.
Let's have to try.
True.
Never trust the running system.
Nee, that's the wrong. That's not how this goes.
That's how it goes for me.
Never change your running system. Someone needs to move for me. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patronage.
Who is this black mage expecting everyone else to move? Shake my head.
The black mage mindset, you could say.
Yo.
I never move. I let other people move for me.
Yeah. True, and then just teleported them. You have to try it. It's actually very fun. Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah, the stage gets actually bigger.
More cool.
Prove it, I guess.
Fairies not in the way.
It's south, it's south.
I just want my fairy in the middle.
Chrysan Scholar, I guess.
So I think you need it in the middle for everyone. Is it for everyone?
Chase me!
Just don't move, man.
Where should I go? He came to me!
You have to believe in your tanks, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it the whole time.
You're not
Just,
very likely to survive.
What it means to guess trust. It's even more big brain.
Oh, it's gonna be extra flash again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is X of.
Ah, this is perfect.
No,
Hi
nice.
guys, welcome to my crib. How's it going?
I bet in Savage there is not a safe platform, I guess.
Probably not.
Yeah, there will be.
Not sure.
There'll be a
Correct.
third one, I imagine.
Maybe like a time delayed one, just to get on everyone's nerves.
I mean, even Ucraft has safe exit for position.
Oh,
you
just
can
through
stand
them.
in this
Oh.
little triangle, nice.
Hit by a bird.
Temptation to rescue someone is so.
You tried it. You absolutely tried it, and you did not succeed. You're
Oh my
failed.
god. I can't believe Pez is getting away with this.
I'm gonna get hit.
Oh no. I made it. I'm so good at this game.
Hey, guys.
Oh, it's fronts.
I have to move again, right? Yeah, I have to move. Ah, hello there! Just gonna... Yeah. Alright, it's time.
Oh, it's
No, this time it's no
I'm gonna-
substrat.
Can I?
No. Oh,
I can't.
I appreciate the effort.
I was stuck on the edge, but it was just too much.
I
Thank
never
you.
live this. Oh no, I do.
I'm just gonna fall down.
Berries in the middle is the best.
No.
Just imagine I was like, oh. Oh, you got... your rest got cancelled because I was fallen. Okay, interesting.
What do we get
Okay.
now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to watch out.
We get
The bolts,
Salah.
but front. Oh, okay, this one.
Whoa, the camera! He's so big!
What? Dude, the
That's
fact that
nasty.
half of the bridge gets hit as well. What? For a normal
That was
raid.
it. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here, I guess. Hello, I'm a melee now.
Can you actually jump to me now, Justin?
No, you don't.
No,
Oh,
I'm
he
not
will fall
gonna.
through the
I'm gonna-
floor, bro. It's like getting rescued into that.
Me when I died because of this of the small
someone
edge
need-
there.
Does someone need rescuing?
No. Please don't.
Oh,
Okay,
what?
which this one first?
I'm gonna take
Oh.
the east tower.
I will probably
Yeah.
die to this. Oh no.
Oh, it's just. Oh, it's what?
Wow,
What
this
is
is-
this? It's
It's
front.
Front, front.
South,
Front,
south,
yeah.
south.
South pole, guys. South pole. Wait, which direction? There we go.
Was it South Pole? Don't say South Pole, please.
No,
I'm so
we-
traumatized from those P3S runs.
Yo, what the fuck, man? This is just way
It's
better.
optimized, dude, please.
Yeah, it's optimized, man.
For the tank, I guess.
Like one person the whole raid.
No, for everyone.
But you know the optimal south strat for every boss.
I just hold you guys to the highest standard, you know?
Ah, of course. Thank you very much for that. Sorry, there's a moment you have to trade with Clay now. He is of course the South Pole main tank, I guess. Alright, main tank. Blinky, you have to switch.
Damn.
Yay, we did normal!
Yeesh.
After what, 4 tries, 5
normal.
tries?
Beat us up. Holy shit.
Oh, you only get. Jesus, you didn't know that many times.
Okay, I can... I'm just gonna say, like, there's probably like, the X are gonna be mixed in the Savage version. 100%.
That's gonna be brutal, Savage.
Do you imagine if the shape was not a triangle in Savage, but it was like, I don't know, a fucking hexagon?
Helm pass.
Okay, I'm gonna need on the first.
Yeah.
Does anyone
Oh.
need gloves?
Nah. I'm gonna pass on everything else.
Pass on
That's the
everything
first
except the
armor.
helmet.
If you're cheap, you can get the ring for next week, so you don't have to get the crafted version.
Yeah, that's what the best says. If you max out your tomes this week, you should be able to get like a ring.
Like,
Yep,
from...
So I pass on everything, so I get... I'm gonna do this again, I guess.
I don't fucking know what I need.
Oh yeah, because the red tier doesn't release until next Tuesday. I mean, people can go into the red tier with 2 tome pieces this time.
No, Taro, don't kill yourself.
I'm gonna go do it for the glam, I guess.
Okay, I need one more helmet.
You can get, by the way, one head, arm or leg piece and one accessory from the tombstone gear.
Huh?
Funneling.
2 pieces of the tombstone gear
The
will be
moment
855.
this was
and,
Yeah,
raided,
but
the flow of ether
Savage
in
starts on
Pandemonium
Tuesday, and I
focused
don't
keenly
think
yeah,
on this location.
you're gonna
maybe
get
But with
450.
you could.
creation a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful words. Only a keyword would have been able to detect it, and even then with great difficulty, ergo. If only I could restore Tartarus to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master Labre. Likewise, keyword Agdistis, I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spells, even diminished as you were. It was not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus am I able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report, that was you. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that this pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There's something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master Labre, but this story must be told. It is the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Eric. No longer can you hide your heart away. Hephaestus, no. The mask marks him as Labre. Master Labre had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the momentous following. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Eric? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so. But Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Eric's believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools to be used and discarded. You're wary to tell him that what his mother plotted. He would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubts, free to serve the star far from his parents' shadow. Eric loved his mother more than life itself, and yet what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is Library's nature. Every auction, every ward, a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to Library to paint the rest for you, and for Eric, I hope. Thank you, Agdis, or whatever was her name. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. Agdistis was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Eric could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating someone. I know not what his ultimate end is, but it's plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eric to safety in accordance with Agdistis' last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend Pandæmonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means to approach. Labre, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Desmos Phantom Warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus will be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There's no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to steal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power of wills. On my pride as a research, I am loath to prepare the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out alone, and so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together.
Enemy to get him with the shield in slow motion and will.
Can you change to another sheet and then you fly
But
away?
there's also a strat where you use your bombs somehow.
Okay, you can queue.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's for the propulsion.
Or you glitch through
Oh, instant
the wall.
pop. Wow.
I mean, it's the DPS that you're searching for.
Dude, this one DPS is about to get 7 commendations out of one trial. This guy actually hit jackpot.
And
I
he will
hope
make
it's a
posts on
red
Reddit
mage.
about how he
I
got
hope
7
it's not a
commendations.
scratch.
Time for wipe fest.
What on earth?
What is this?
Oh my god. The Mobius strip platform.
Save him!
And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Damn. What an abusive dad.
That's a biological father, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Dude, what on earth?
Man.
Sheesh!
Morbin!
It's
huh?
vampire
No,
man
it's a
all
werewolf.
over again.
It's a werewolf.
Is it Ashley?
Red
Well,
power
he has
this time?
claws, no?
Dude, he has, he has like ears and stuff.
Oh, it's Twilight, I see.
No, stop it.
I mean, there will be a second phase. Maybe it's gonna be a werewolf.
Yeah, he's Morbin. He's 100% Morbin.
He's the mob.
It's going to be.
Oh, it's another
And now-
samurai!
And now
Let's
it's
go.
Morbius too.
Oh, this guy has this guy's pentamelded crafted gear. What a gamer.
Let's go. He's ready for everything.
Almost like me.
I mean, especially with the mate of it, that's that's a pro gamer right there.
Look at him, he's already popped Mako Shishui. Jesus.
Let's take turn on the dark depths of this prison.
Yeah, about that.
Maybe we can cheat and just follow that guy. Huh? Maybe he knows.
Oh, there we go. There's the mount.
That looks familiar.
That looks like light AOE, yeah.
I knew that mechanic from, yeah, this is like Shadowbringers.
Phoenix is donut, maybe? Oh no, side.
Alex.
The opposite, basically, it's always like that. The dynamic.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Is it where the snake is facing? No.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say.
Where are the raid whites?
Say it.
You wanna heal the raid whites?
Cursed.
What on earth?
I think there wasn't a single raid white.
Oh my god, this is something.
Oh, okay, stand in mid.
Oh,
It's
get
paid.
knocked there. Oh.
It's a paintball mission.
And then get knocked here. And then... Hey, I've done Aglia before.
Can you uptime this?
this
Rear.
raid Whitey.
Oh, has nothing to do with the rear, I guess.
If it's a tail attack, I guess.
Yeah, I thought so, but that's why.
Oh, he grew a tail, right? Oh.
He's basically an abomination, I guess.
What?
Middle, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, he sent the dragons inside them?
Oh.
Okay, I see.
Oh, it's the turtles. No, fuck.
That's cool, that's cool.
Wait, it's a snake, it's a snake.
Oh, that's... This just looks so pleasing. This is the most like pleasing fight I've seen in a while.
Looks like Phoenix.
And it's just a flame.
At least it's not fire on war fire.
True, at least.
Now see my wish fulfilled.
Ah, now we have some acid, I guess.
And
Which has tentacles, oh no.
The shadows. Oh, don't look at the
Fuck
thing
is
that's
this
running around.
No,
Oh, come on! Look,
I
I
was
told you!
casting. Oh, yeah,
To get him, we have to get him.
yeah.
Let's go. We got it, let's go.
in
Oh, come on! I just want to cast.
Holy crap.
Background don't see all.
These look so sick there.
Miniature.
This one.
God, people on 2 Volan stacks, I pray for you.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, what
This is
the
so
hell are
rare.
those? What on earth?
This is
Oh, I see.
I don't see.
Oh, wow!
Ah?
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
like
the
it's
guy.
not good area that they're gonna
Yeah.
detonate, so
Destroy.
you have to watch out, yeah.
Oh
Throwing
god.
things on the ground.
Yep, here, where I'm standing. Come here, fast.
Oh,
ASAP.
that was stupid of me. I have 4 sticks.
Oh,
Ciao.
awesome.
Okay, this fight is pretty sick.
It's cool, yeah, it's cool looking. I'm probably gonna curse it in the Savage version, but hey.
I'm 100% sure he will turn into a dragon in Savage. Or something.
Maybe it's no, I think
Oh,
it's a
a
mix
werewolf.
actually.
It's gonna be a werewolf.
Was it fire?
No, he turns into, because the thing turns into an eagle, doesn't it?
No,
He had like tentacle arms, so I think it's just like a mix of everything. Look at this, like.
the body of a hippo.
What the...
Oh, it's not a werewolf.
This again.
Is this sweet back? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot already, crap.
Here, and then it's north, I think.
Oh my god. Can someone hear me please fast? Nah.
No.
I got knocked a bit too far there.
Do you
What is
insta
just-
die? No, right?
No, it's not
Rearing
damage, not
Rampage.
damage.
This sounds
Oh,
like not
This is like the
standing in
AoE.
rear.
This is the one name.
Yeah, that was the AoE at the raid ride.
Nothing more. Nothing less.
To be honest, the second fight was.
Oh no, 4 foot.
No, the first
Oh,
PTSD. PTSD incoming.
Okay, so he's put stuff there. So.
It is.
south is safe.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, not that there's like a mix-up, you know, with like
yeah.
this
Oh,
type of
now
birds.
back north, back north.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the snakes. I see.
Oh wait, watch out, watch out! Blue flames,
it's
blue flames,
It's a
blue
combo
flames.
mechanic.
Blue flames.
But
Yeah,
owl.
Oh!
Boy.
Okay. Okay, dodge the snakes first, I see.
I can use
serpent.
healer Abby.
Come on, come on.
Just save me and I do it.
I love them now. Just no.
Don't even want to know how many stacks I got in this fight.
Interesting.
I mean, I died, but I've got no stacks, so.
I don't know what is better.
I will roll for the chest, please.
7
Wow.
achievements.
Let's go.
Oh, wind up. Oh, no way.
Oh, what is actually wrong with us? Why do we need like six to 5 tries for free, and then we just what I'm saying 7. And
Do
then
we
get
know what the mount
8.
is gonna be?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
the snake.
Mount is going to be the snake that he has on his back, and when you
The
fly,
fire
it
one?
turns. Yeah, when you fly, it transforms from a snake into like a. I think it's a dragon.
Ooh, I can preview it underwater with a Nemesis to see if it has a unique form.
I
Fancy.
would like the. There's no helmet. What?
I
I'm
would
gonna
like
need the chest pieces. Sorry, guys.
What?
Because
Let's
we have
go.
a
I rolled a
random.
96.
We have a random.
I wrote a 97.
I passed on everything because.
You see, I have a big brain solution to this. I'm just gonna need on the chest piece everything else is pass.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Fuck.
Yeah, same.
But I mean,
No.
we have a samurai, so this guy is gonna go for the chest piece as well. So
Nah, that's illegal. Come on, give me a
one.
chest piece. Give me a
Give
chest
me,
piece.
I wrote a 97.
What? 97?
Yeah.
So how much do I need for that? So can you actually get helmets from this fight?
from the
no.
first ones.
Because that's kind of sucks.
The
'cause I
chain
have
of
3
events that
now.
led
Can I
to
get
this
it?
moment
But you need
began
2.
with my
I
error.
think.
Oh, you need 2?
4 just.
When out of mercy I confined you here, now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see, you will not go peacefully. Even a caster would uphold his pride, though such a such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of Labrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Erechthonius' dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it means she could find hers in the ruins. As for Eric, he knows not what his wish would beget. A truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? My wish. You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father? Yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains, your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What weaknesses is there? What wickedness is there in me mending a broken family? Athena cared naught for Eric beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but it is plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star too. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I will not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You who are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, no, then who? How do I... Trust in La Brea. I hear you, I owe you, and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever... And La Brea, I will have my say. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Decimus words reach me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we have entered much worse. You worthless, you... It appears my failure have borne fruit after all. Yeah, good night. You did well, son. Where are we? With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return. Eric above. That he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of interment. God damn it, I don't understand a thing. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. One final wish. Truth imperfect. God damn it. Labre is looking at Eric with concern. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing it appears your body is none the worse to wear. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandæmonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? I see. Despite his muddled senses, Eric felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Labre, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed, he was naught but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away, a mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale, or of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool my mother wished to use me. I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Are you? Let's see what Labre will tell us. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the wards of Labre were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of her, or for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass, she sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy. Consider it once and then discard it. Not so for Athena. As leader of the wards of Labria, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could melt with the creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further. Curious about every detail along the way, our conversations became more frequent and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Just so I believed she bore true affection for me, and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned these hidden chambers. Of these hidden chambers I left Agdistis to keep watch from Tartarus's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, it is best to see with your own eyes. How are we gonna do it? Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors and Alpes, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What pretty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in this hall since their inception. I like your haircut. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agdistis forever, as well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. Wait, is this Azema? I didn't notice. I shall say this but once. Release Eric, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. No, it's Athena, his mother. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possesses Athena, peerless researcher, and mother to the son of the great La Brea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Brea, and we shall... God damn. Impossible. You bonded your souls. Aye, that the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse at that moment. My mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become thee, memory and mind. And I thee. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet, what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul, ere your rotten inside spreads. It was my weakness that... Today I renounce all that I was and live only as Labrea. Hello there, there's someone in chat. Oh, Grim, it's you. How are you doing? Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face these memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Aren't you afraid of the spoilers, Grim? Or you have played those raids already? Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Iggy and Emmett Selk in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. I believe we have actually killed Iggy like a while ago, in between of ARR and Heavensward, or at the end of Heavensward. As well they should have, that you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Oh, I guess I forgot to update my chat, but whatever. I downloaded game and pay a month of a game, but don't play it. Oh, I see. Well, the new stuff is pretty good. Like, the main story was pretty fun. And the raids are pretty cool. Even if they're still the normal versions only. Like the Savage is gonna be unlocked the next week, next Tuesday I believe. Still cool. As well they should have that you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the reminder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Do you have any plans, Grim? Are you gonna do MSQ? Or maybe an island sanctuary? Like with what new content you're gonna start? Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Duties perhaps, and then MSQ. Let's see if my chat is gonna revive. No, it's not gonna. Going to relog in Streamlabs. Whatever. Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. But which job are you gonna play, Grim? Are you gonna stick to the scholar or gonna try something else? His goal was not to raise himself high, he thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Scholar and Sage. Oh, that's kind of a good choice. Both the jobs are pretty good now. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw. You see, our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was in thrall to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does Labrea speak true? It's still so hard to trust Labrea. You did promise, yes, and now it's your turn to do the same. What does your heart tell you? Like this one. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The Labrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The Labrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you will doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you. Hephaestus. This cutscene felt like it could be the end of this of this whole raid series, but it's not yet. We're gonna see much more stuff. Well, at least one raid tier. Hephaestus was far more than an imitation of La Brea, he was quite literally a part of him. But La Brea to me is a man who thinks of naught but his duty. By casting aside the burden that Hephaestus represented, he shall become ever more himself in a way. I have said all that needs to be said. From this moment forward, I pledge that my heart shall not lead me astray. I've heard enough, there's more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandæmonium Gates. I will gather my thoughts on the way. And we still have some more cutscenes. Did anything change here? It's pretty much the same. We have regained complete control of the facility, but it shall take some time yet until things are in working order again. Athena viewed Eric as the ideal test subject. Hephaestus' research must have been very nearly complete to seek him out like he did. I owe you an apology, Decima. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandæmonium, then I would have never known La Brea's story, my father's story. That's what a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azam upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. La Brea looks so menacing in this lighting. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandæmonium, there's work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartarus, we should be able to reverse the changes made to the bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There's another? While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company, and Azem was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time. A resource I would rather not steal more of from you. Return to your leisure and we will share our results then. You have done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey, or if you are so inclined, take a much needed repose. This talk of Joni smacks of Azem. As well it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to Albrea. You may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Are we done? What if we are not? Oh really? We need to go to Labyrinthus. And I believe we are close to finishing for today. Kind of a bit tired already. Why, if it isn't Decima, excuse me if I'm not my usual cheaper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in our absence. In your absence, of course. You see, communications with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his research was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, Namgigi was just sent word of an unusual large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the Ethereal Sea. I was just on my way to the Aisha scope. In fact, please, you must come with me. Alright, let's go. That looks like Pandemonium. What? What is that? Is it real? I guess that's gonna be our next Savage tier or Raid tier. Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh. Daily level, yeah. And you two, Professor Claudian's assistants, take it. As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. God damn it. So late already. Yeah, that's definitely Pandemonium. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Azysla, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. A rash endeavor, even for Claudian, but he has never allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat each god's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea. Pandemonium, was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. So, forum is gonna mount in our affairs again. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party of phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spies justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Did the creations within do the same? What are the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I'm sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortunato asked and to write that report. As for you, Decima, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Another usual set, another set of useless materia. Let's take quick tongue. God damn it, it's so late. I can't even talk already. So we are done with Abyssos for now, and I guess our next raid tier is gonna be not in Elpis Pandemonium, but in New Pandemonium. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and take care.